Welcome back, team, and as you can see, we have a new member of the LEANMACHINES just for today, in the form of Victoria from Inthefrow. Hello, darling.
Hello.
So we've got Victoria in today to talk about her gym experiences, first time in the gym, how it felt, and hopefully give some of you more nervous gym goers some awesome advice to take home.
Absolutely, and if you haven't seen Vic's channel before, here's a little clip of what you're missing. Okay, Victoria.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you remember the first time you went to the gym? When was it, and how were you feeling before you went?
Okay, so first time at the gym, it was back in Manchester.
Yeah.
And I think I was about 19. I guess I was quite apprehensive. I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't really know how the gym would be set up, where the kind of treadmills would be, where the weights would be, where the different machines were, how to even use those machines. So I guess quite apprehensive, and I just kind of went along with a friend who had been before.
Ah, right, cool.
So she kind of helped me feel a little bit more at ease.
So it was just the general fear of the unknown kind of thing?
Yeah.
So, as soon as you got in the gym, did that completely disappear, or did it get worse and worse as you walked in the gym?
No, I mean, so I headed on into the gym, and you kind of understand the layout, so you kind of, well, my friend helped me kind of walk around and be like, so this is where the weights are, this is where the cardio machines are. So as soon as she kind of explained it, I understood it more. But I think it's more the kind of nervousness of who you're going to meet in the gym, or people that might be
People's
like looking
perceptions
at you,
of you
or
and that.
perceiving you, and things like that, I think, that were quite nerve-wracking for me.
I think you're right. I think one of the things you quickly understand when you're in the gym is that no one's really going to be casting opinions on you, especially, let's say, someone who's very overweight's in the gym, and then people think that they're going to be insecure and people are worried about what they're doing, but you've got concrete evidence that someone's actually doing the one thing that they can do to try and change their life.
Yeah.
So more often than not, people are actually quite supportive, and they're often only looking over to say, look, you could probably be doing this a little bit like this, just to help you out a little bit. And going with a friend is definitely one of the best things you can do if you're first starting out. And you can share the burden and just get involved.
Write that down, first note, take a friend. So next up, we're going to talk about a bit of a sensitive subject, obviously being absolute gym buffs, and we love it, and all the rest of it. We like to ask people's honest opinions, so we want to know what you most hate about the gym, or the gym atmosphere, or the whole industry. You know, what would you change if you could change it? And you're like, oh, I just don't like that, you know, like, we hate stringers.
That Leon guy, I'm not the biggest fan of him.
Yeah, that Leon guy in the industry. The only problem is because I am the industry.
You heard it here first.
I think sometimes gyms can be quite stuffy and warm. I don't know if you ever find that.
Kind of get hot when you do exercise sometimes.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? That kind of body temperature control thing. Those bloody gyms need to sort that out for every person.
Yeah, I know. No, I just think more air conditioning is needed in gyms.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna absolutely agree with that.
I think the other thing that, and I think a lot of people find daunting about gyms as well, is the kind of segregation between males and females, or the apparent or supposed segregation. So you've often got the men who'll go away to the weight section, and then quite often you'll get the women on the
coffee shop. I'm joking.
You'll get the women doing a lot more cardio, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And sometimes you can feel a little bit intimidated, especially the woman going over to the male section.
Yeah, for sure.
And you've got to kind of break through that, I think.
Yeah, I think that's slowly changing.
It's definitely starting to happen now. You know, we've seen it more over, you know, especially since the CrossFit era started over the last few years. There's a lot more women using the free weight section and just getting involved and enjoying it, and it is brilliant to see. But still, there is definitely that little bit of a stigma that, you know, women shouldn't be lifting weights or can't lift weights when guys are there, etc. But that is very outdated, and we're
I've got a client who's like 18. She goes and kicks the guys out the squat rack. I love that.
That's awesome.
All right, Vic. Last question. What advice would you give to newbies and those that want to start going to the gym?
Okay, so I would probably say the barriers I've had to kind of break through to feel a lot more kind of comfortable would be just to realise no one really ever cares. You kind of walk in there, people might look over at you, you just got to realise they're probably either looking into space, or they're interested in what you're wearing,
or they're stealing your exercise.
Yeah, or they're stealing your exercise, exactly. I do that a lot. Yeah, so just to feel a lot more comfortable and not so intimidated, and just realise that everyone else in the same boat, they're all trying to get fit and look their best, and so are you. So just kind of
you're there for the same reason at the end of the day.
Yeah,
exactly that.
Yeah.
Great advice.
Yeah, and I'd also say as well, just to try to mix up your routines, because I think a lot of people are happy to stick. I think a lot of people are happy to stick in the same routine. They'll go on the cardio machine, then they'll do something else, and then they'll leave, and then they find that they're not really seeing as much progression. Whereas if they just go on YouTube, for example, like this, and find...
In a couple of strapping
Exactly, and find different new ways to work out and to mix up their routines, and they'd enjoy it a lot more as well.
I don't think we need you anymore. Might as well Vic might be taking over the channel.
Do you want the t-shirts as well? Just take them off my back, you might as well.
Can I have a pink one?
No.
No.
No. Right, so next up, there are plenty of, we call them characters in the gym.
Yeah.
What's like the funniest thing that you see where you're just like, I don't understand?
Yeah, there are some funny characters out there. I'd probably say the thing that really I just don't understand at all is when people really grunt and make these ridiculous like moaning noises, and you'll be there like doing your own squats and like really kind of working out yourself, and then someone will be starting to make this really strange noise behind you, almost like they're trying to do it along with your squats or something. It's really odd.
They're a bit weird.
Yeah.
There are a few of those characters around. Sometimes it's warranted if they're
lifting a decent weight.
If they're lifting a decent weight and they're actually really struggling. But 9 times out of 10, we actually call this character Sir Grunts a lot. And they have no weight whatsoever, and they're screaming. But they always tend to scream when there's women somewhere in the distance that they could possibly attract attention.
It's like some sort of mating call.
Yeah, it is a bit. It is literally like our primal part.
I was just thinking of stuff in my head that I was in the past, just laughing to myself.
So, grunters, zip it.
Yeah.
Right, so as you can see, you know, everyone's got their gym stories. There's not really so much to worry about. It's a bit of a jungle out there, so don't worry. Thanks so much, Victoria, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And we're going to hang out, and we've also filmed a workout for your channel.
Yep.
So make sure you click the link, and while you're over there, cheeky subscribe. And we will be back once again, this time next week. And if there's anyone else you'd like us to grill about their training first times, just drop us a comment below. Love you all, and see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
What we do here is go back.